everybody. Steve Domenico here, the ambassador of the Fighters in the Room podcast, live on Instagram, Facebook, and then tomorrow we will be on YouTube, everywhere else. Tonight we have Tom Pags, the Phenom, on right now. What's up, Tom?
How's it going, my man?
It's going excellent, man. Thanks for coming on tonight. Thanksgiving Eve. I know you're out and about with the friends celebrating. A lot of things going on from the past weekend and then tomorrow Thanksgiving. So, buddy, thanks for coming on, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Thanks for having me.
Dude, I talked to you Saturday night. I said we're having a Thanksgiving Eve podcast. I wasn't going to have one, but, that night was a spectacular, fun night. A lot of great fights in there. You, main event, headlining that card, man. How'd it feel for the first time being in that position, bro?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. We had some fun. I talked to some people and they said it can be a lot of pressure being in that main event spot, but I feel like I thrive there, man. I enjoy that. I know it's on me when I'm that last fight, so I don't let it get to me. I just let it motivate me, and I went in there, had fun, and did my thing, and I like making the crowd light up like that, so I look forward to doing more of it.
You haven't been there, what, in two fights? You had 2 fights away from Combat Zone?
Yeah, 2 fights away from me.
So you 2 fights at NEF, you won their featherweight amateur belt, then you defended it. Now you come back to Combat Zone, kind of your home turf, and you fight for their amateur featherweight belt. So now you are the champ, and defending champ in NEF. Dude, how's it feel?
It's good, man. I've said before, it's still amateur, so to me, I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world, but I mean, it's something I've checked off my goals that I set for myself, those short-term goals, and like I said, man, I'm just ready to keep winning fights, and that's what I'm going to do, so I'm going to enjoy it for tonight, and then it's right back to work.
Excellent, my man. So, big finish in there, Tom. 2 finishes in a row. Your first title fight for NEF, a grinding fight in that. Man, what's the progress? What's the difference in this year's time that you won these 2 belts, man?
Yeah, I changed a lot of things up, man. I brought some new people into my life. I can't. I know I've told you before, I'm working with Rob Font. He took over as my head coach, and then Tyson Chartier's in there with me. I brought in a new boxing coach. Those are my corners for. Sean is actually Calvin Cater's boxing coach and Rob Font's boxing coach. So I mean, he's world class, man. The guys I'm training with are world class. So I'm getting the best work I can get, and I just show up every day and I take it all in. I ask questions and I just put in the work, man. I'm not doing anything super special or out of the ordinary other than the people I'm training with. So showing up, man, and putting in the hours.
Well, Saturday night, Tom, that was a spectacular performance. For an amateur fighter, 6 fights under his belt, that was spectacular, man. I put a couple of clips on Instagram, and there was a bunch of fighters, really veteran, former MMA, UFC fighters, talking about your footwork and how your exchanges backing up, the power in your hands backing up, because I do believe you knocked the dude out, backing up, right?
Yeah, it was a step back right hand. That's something, I said backstage to my coach, I said that right hand's going to knock him out. And it happened exactly how I pictured it. It's just something we've drilled thousands and thousands of times in the gym. Rob has me drill that exact same. It was a parry his jab and then counter with the same side. So, I've just drilled that over and over again, and it went exactly how I thought it was. And they always tell me, man, I spar Calvin and Rob. They tell me it's different when I hit them. The power is they tell me it's different. I don't know what they meant. I've never knocked someone out, but I get what they mean a little bit. It's kind of the same power Calvin throws. We're not throwing haymakers in there. It's just straight punches, and it's timing and it's speed. And I'm grateful for all the compliments, man. When I fight on that card, my goal is to be the best fighter on the card, whether I'm pro, amateur. I want people to say that kid was the most talented kid on the card. So I've heard people say that, and I'm grateful for it, man. But I can't settle. I just got to keep working, and I got some bigger goals to accomplish.
Awesome, man. Dude, every time he stepped in, you would hit him in that half, that half beat right there, right, take him kind of right out of his game. Did you feel him like go, what the hell? Like, what did you see in his eyes when you were connecting and he was trying to chase you down?
Yeah, man. He definitely was putting the pressure on. He kept pushing forward. He hit me with a clean leg kick the first few seconds. But the first right hand that landed, I could tell he hadn't been hit like that before. I could see in his eyes a little bit. They kind of opened up, and I knew it was just a matter of time. He was going to walk into it. I just had to stay calm, listen to my corners, man. If you listen to the commentary in the fight and listen to the background, you can hear my coaches. As soon as they say right hand, I just let it go, man. That's the biggest advice I was given from Tyson was just listen. Sometimes you got to put all your faith into your corner. When they tell you jump, you jump. So I trust them, man. And if they tell me to throw it, I'm throwing it. And they were right. It was right there. And it landed how it should. And I got the finish.
Excellent. Well, I know you go in there and you don't know exactly what's going to go on there. You got to feel it out. But did you go in there feeling that you were going to finish this guy, pretty quick? Or, what was your feeling going in there? I know you were going against a dude that had the same record as you, a ton of finishes as far as submission finishes. He's chasing you down. He was trying to take you down. You were picking him apart coming in, man. Was that your kind of game? Did you know you were going to pick this kid apart and he was going to, be trying to shoot on you?
Rob always tells me, don't forget you're a wrestler. You're not a boxer. So I do consider that, man, and I don't want people to forget that. I'm not a boxer. I've only been boxing since the end of July. So my background's wrestling, but, I never go in there chasing a finish. That's how you get yourself hurt, and you try to force things. I let it come to me. So I was ready for 5 rounds, whatever happened, but I knew if I landed that right hand, I know I've landed in training before. I've dropped training partners before with that right hand. So I knew if I put it where it needed to be, I would get the finish. But, it just happens. I don't like to call my shot too much in there. But I had a feeling that night was going to be the night I was going to knock someone out. It just felt right. Everything felt right for that fight. I said it backstage. I could see it, man. It sounds weird, but I could vividly see how that was going to go down. It went exactly how I pictured it to go. So, yeah, man, I just went in there and did my thing.
Excellent. Well, you were back home, going for that belt, man. How'd it feel taking that walk? Finally taking that walk after a long time, being in another, hostile territory, which you said you're starting to enjoy fighting, in other places, but it's nice to be home. What was that walk like, bro? Because, you had a ton of fans there. You had, some cross-training partners that were fighting on the card. They had a ton of fans on there. I mean, what's that feel like?
It's awesome, man. Anytime, that's when the nerves start to go away. Is you're backstage, you hear that song come on, and everything just goes right out the window. You're there. You're in that moment. So just making that walk, seeing everyone lined up, cheering for you, screaming, and then getting the finish and hearing them all just go nuts. That's one of the reasons I do it, man. I live for moments like that. It's that natural high you can't get anywhere else. You know what I mean? And people ask me, why do you do this sport? What makes you go back? And it's those moments right there that keep pulling me back. So that's cool, man. But, I want to do that in the TD Garden someday. That's when I really enjoy that moment. So that's my goal, man. I want to do exactly what I just did Saturday night at the Garden someday and make that walk. So I enjoy that part of it, man.
Well, I mean, you're on the right team. I mean, them guys are making, their walk. Rob Font's got a fight coming up, correct? Pretty soon. I mean, how's that? I mean, Tom, there's not much time to relax here. I mean, because, you said you're going to enjoy yourself. You've been basically in training camp for a year, maybe longer. Now Rob's getting ready for a fight, so you got to kind of concentrate on him. How's that going to, how's that working out? You said you already, been in the gym since the fight, man. When you getting working with Rob, not to, rush you or anything, but when's he getting you back in camp with him?
Dude, I was back in the gym the beginning of this week. I haven't talked, but my father was laughing. I actually just came running by today and popped in. He's like, when did you stop, man? When did you take a break? But, I'll be with him probably the end of this week. We'll be working. That's how our team works. We're a big family, man. If someone's got something going on, we're there for them. Calvin was right back in the gym as soon as he finished up in Russia, helping Rob, helping me. So, I mean, that's why we do it, man. I tell you all the time, this is a full-time job for us, and we treat it like such. So, I'm back there. I'm ready to go. I get bored, man. If I'm not training, what am I doing? I don't know what to do with myself. This is what I love, and I love doing it. So I'm back with him already.
22 years old. This is what I love. This is my career right here, man. You're knocking people out. You're grabbing belts. You're defending belts, man. Tom, I was hanging out with your family before you fought, man. We were all hanging out at the, the bar. I met your uncle first. He had your hoodie on from I think your last fight. I went, hey, and then I went, man, you like. He was an older guy. I said, man, that's definitely a relative of Tom. You guys all look alike. Your dad, man, talking to him. Man, your mom was a nervous wreck, but she was loving it. She usually doesn't go to the fights, right?
She doesn't, man. She's been to 3. She was on the fence for this one, but I think she's starting to realize how much this means to me and how seriously I take this. She knows it's important to me, but seeing the work I put in, and it means a lot for her, and it means a lot to me when she's there. She's also got a little crush on my man Rob Font, so I know if he's in the building, she likes to go see him.
Hey, is that some bean? Are you spilling beans right now, Tom? What's that stuff right there?
Yeah, having my whole family there, man. My aunts, uncles, they're always at every fight. My brother, my girlfriend, they never miss a fight. Her whole family, so. That's the core of my support right there. So, I like seeing them. They're always right up front cheering me on, and it's a good time. You're good in their book, so you're good in mine.
Yeah, man, I won them over, Tom. I was charming them up, bro. I was like, that kid's gonna win this fight tonight. I gotta charm them up because I gotta like them like this kid's gonna talk to me in the future. Look what happens. You talk to me Thanksgiving Eve. Your dad probably said, Tom, you're getting on that show Wednesday night.
No, that's actually Uncle Rob, man. Yeah, he always tells me how important this stuff is. Rob's always, do whatever you can to get your name out there and talk to people, man. Just do what you gotta do. So, I mean, he always tells me we gotta treat it like a professional now. We gotta act like we're already there because it's coming, and we just gotta treat it like that. So, just doing as I'm told, my man.
Yeah,
enjoying every moment.
Exactly. Tyson, I mean, I would imagine, either before you turn pro or right before you're going to turn pro. I mean, you're going to be signing something for that management there. You know what I mean? They got a ton of talent under the belt, and with them bringing you up, I mean, it's right there, in black and white. Tom's going to be signing something down the line. As far as celebrating, man, I mean, you were back kind of close to your home turf. How'd you celebrate after the fight? I mean, I saw you after the fight, but bars closed early there. Did you get a good night's sleep? Did you hang out? Did you relish in the win? What happened that night?
Oh man, I normally don't go out much after my fights. I'm not a huge party guy. Rob's got his fight coming up, so he wasn't going too crazy. He still came out, but he called in early night. I hung out with Calvin a lot. I kind of just went out with him and the whole Combat Zone team, and just chilled with them. We had a small little circle out there, small group, and we just stayed low and just talked and hung out. It was a good night. I was surrounded by close family and friends, and I couldn't ask for a better night after. Didn't get home until 4 a.m. But it's all right.
hey, me either, Tom. Me either. It was a long night, man. I had a great time there. The hospitality that the caterers showed me, put me right at Cade's side so I can watch you, ladies and gentlemen, put on wars in there, man. There was a ton of great fights. Tom, as far as other fights, I mean, of course, Jake Pillar in there picks up a kid and runs around the cage and slams him into the thing. Right by me, he runs by. I'm like, holy shit, this is like phenomenal. Was there any other fighters on the card that you are accustomed to, that that you've known through your career, that you were kind of rooting for there, or that you were excited to see? I know you were concentrating on your fight, but were there other fighters there that you may have cross-trained with, that you were excited that were on the card?
Yeah, let me run it back through my head. There's a lot of grappling matches. My college wrestling coach Ryan Cheating, he's still one of my wrestling coaches. He won his grappling match. He was one of the first of the night against Sean McAndrews. Romano Medina, he's one of my teammates. He had a grappling match. Obviously, Jake. Boy, Mikey B, I know he just commented on something here, just popped up. He was the other title fight there.
He is an animal. That I'm going to interview him next week. I'm going to talk to him. Dude, that's one great thing about me. You know, what I loved about this fight is there I really haven't seen live or really don't know much about because I don't get up there much. But, dude, I need to, like, talk to these kids out there because you guys got some beasts up that way. I mean, that kid is phenomenal. That was a great fight. That was a great title fight there.
Yeah, he did his thing. I know Chelsea Tucker was on there. She did her thing. Yep. So, being at Lozon's, I trained with a lot of different people. So, yeah, man, it was a great card. Everyone showed up, performed, and I know everyone wanted to put on a show that night, and I think we all got it done.
Well, Tom, it's getting. Actually, I'm going to have Chelsea on right after you. But it's Beans time. It's Beans time. You're number one in New England. I mean, I looked on Tapology, it says number two, but I think it might still have Miguel, who's turning pro in January, or somebody number one. You are number one in New England. When we had the interview before, you said, titles, hey, it's nice to have pictures to the stuff, but that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to fight better and better talent and get to the UFC. But we did talk about that number one spot. You didn't seem to really care about it, but now that you have it, is it something that you're going to enjoy, and is it something that is kind of, a special thing that you think you'll really enjoy in the future? I was number one in New England.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's to hear someone else say it, it definitely puts it in perspective a bit. In wrestling, I always chased that, in high school, college, and I always fell short of that. I was never at the top of that list, so New England's a big little region here. To be number one out of hundreds of people is pretty cool. But it's amateurs, man. So it's big at the top of. I want to be number one on that UFC list, on that featherweight list. So whatever's next is next, man. Anyone below me, anyone above me. I'm down to fight for whoever, they can all get it, and they're gonna eventually. So it's just a matter of time. Bring me the number one from another state. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want the challenge now. I've probably got one more MMA fight left in me, just to really make sure we're ready to make that jump. And yeah, man, it's time to start making some money, I think. So I'm excited.
Excellent. Well, that was the beans right there. One more MMA fight. Tom, I gotta, you know what I mean. So the bunch of cards coming in the beginning of the year. Are you looking to get that one MMA fight? There's a bunch of them in January. There's a bunch in February. Do you want to get on a card right in the beginning of the year and get that other MMA? Do you want to fight for another title? Do you want to defend the title? What do you want to do? Hey, wait. Here's what Tom's gonna say. Well, I'm going to have to talk to my coaches about that. They're the ones that make the decisions.
I know Tyson's phone's blowing up, man. I know. Even on the way to my fight, he was getting messages from promoters. Can we get Tom to fight here?
Yeah.
So, it's tough, man. I'm a senior in college. I got to do that. This is school. I'm at the point now where school's kind of my backup plan. This is the main thing for me now. But I got to finish that. As far as when I'm fighting next, man, I don't really know. It could be soon, it could be later. I'm always ready, I'm not gonna stop training. I'm in the gym every day, like I'm preparing for a fight. So when I get the call, I get the call. But whether I defend the belt, fight for another belt, I know it's gonna be a 5-rounder wherever I'm fighting. So I'm ready, man. Just give me that call and we'll talk and we'll figure it out.
Awesome, my man. Tom, the Phenom Pags, thanks so much, man, guy, for calling in. I know, it's party time. Tomorrow's a big family thing. Man, I feel special tonight. Tom, last thing before I let you go, I got your shirt here that's signed. I'll show your sponsors and stuff, but shout out your thank yous and last words for the folks at home.
all my sponsors, man, everyone on that shirt right there. I can't do this without them, man. You know, financially, it's not the most easy sport to do, and they all make it possible. I want to give a special shout out right now. Knott's Barbershop, my man, Sammy. He's letting me. We're actually doing this interview live shop right now. He's always taking care of me, man. He's family to me. I got my brother here with me, always supporting me. My girlfriend back there somewhere. She holds it down. You know, I honestly don't think I'd be anywhere where I'm at right now without her. So my family, my friends, Rob Font, Tyson Chartier, Sean Farley, Nate Lamont, Matt Smith at Smitty's Bar, all my coaches. I got a lot of coaches, all my teams. That everything I did Saturday night, that's all of them. You know, they prepare me for it. I'm just the face that goes in there and does it. So, you know, I'm just grateful for where I'm at and how things are working out. And I look forward to keep winning fights for you guys, man. Thanks for having me, Steve. I love talking to you, man.
Awesome, my man. Tom, thanks so much again for coming on. I'll be talking to you soon and, you know, seeing what's up next with you, man. As soon as you find something out, let's talk. And, you know, you ever want to come down? I mean, I know you came down here before. You ever want to come down with Rob down the line, Tyson, and, you know, have a big kind of group podcast live with me, man? I would love to do it with you.
Yeah, for sure. I'll talk to him and see what we can do, man.
All right, bro. Have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to your family. Tell your parents, your brothers in the room, I love them, man. I can't wait to see them and hang out with them again. And man, it was a good time. I had a great time there with them, and watching you, you know, get another title. So thanks so much, Tom.
Thank you, Steve. Have a good Thanksgiving, man.
All right, take care, bro.
I'll see you.
Chelsea. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're still live, but let me put that up and get that off. There we go. All right, let me get Tom's tech stuff off here. Tom, where are you? Tom text. There you go. All right, Chelsea, I'm going to have on the phone. Chelsea, I am calling on the phone. This won't be video. This will be, hello. I hope I'm not echoing. So I just got to check this real quick. Am I echoing? Hello. I hope I'm not echoing. So I just got to check. Nope, I'm not echoing. So I'm going to talk to Chelsea right now. Before I start this, I'm going to leave you off with, over the weekend we had Rough and Rowdy. You can't see this because it's on video here, only Facebook. We had Rough and Rowdy in Providence. I'm just going to talk about that while, you know, I'm getting Chelsea situated here. So Rough and Rowdy came to Providence, and it was kind of a just people coming off the street and boxing. So I have some footage here I'm going to play while I get in touch with Chelsea. So enjoy this while I'll be right back. Oh.
Oh, good right. Oh, no. That may be the fight right there for Bam. Moving his head with boxing skill. Oh! He bent him over. He bent him over. Oh, my goodness.
And this other girl looks straight out of The Hills Have Eyes.
She also has no teeth.
Yeah, no teeth. The replay here at the beginning, and boom! How did he survive that?
That was actually very impressive left, too.
Right on the chin, right on the button, put him out.
Oh, look, this Marine coming out swinging. Oh, big right, and the momentum in the blink of an eye has shifted. Oh, another big one.
Oh, my goodness.
Sleepville.
He's acting like it didn't, and usually when they do that, it means it does.
Oh, good right. Oh, no. That may be the fight right there for Bam. Moving his head with boxing skill. Oh! He bent him over. He bent him over.
Oh, my goodness.
And this other girl looks straight out of The Hills Have Eyes.
She also has no teeth.
Yeah, no teeth.
The replay here at the beginning, and boom! How did he survive that?
That was actually very impressive left, too.
Right on the chin, right on the button, put him out.
Oh, look.
Hello?
Hi, Chelsea. Oh, you're not live yet. You're going to go live right now. I couldn't get you on video because I shut my damn thing off by accident, but it's all good. All right?
All right, sounds good.
All right, we ready to go? Hey, I'm back right now with Chelsea Tucker, charming Chelsea Tucker. Chelsea, I have to get your picture up first, but how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm eating pizza and drinking, so.
Where's your picture here? Oh, there's your picture right here. Awesome. I made you another picture. From an awesome picture you posted. Not too many pictures came up from the fight. Western Mass put up a few pictures, but Combat Zone hasn't released any pictures yet, right?
No, just Western Mass.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Usually in the interviews I like flash the pictures in, so I just had to find what I had. But this is a great picture they put up of you. So Chels,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I feel great.
Third win in a row in a year's time, I do believe. So you're on a 3-fight winning streak in a year, right?
Yes.
How's that feel after I think losing your first 3 fights?
It feels great. I definitely made all the right changes, and everything's looking up from here.
So what were the changes, Chelsea? We interviewed like a week or two before the fight. What tell the people at home what you changed and what progressed in your training that got you to this point?
I actually started cross training more. My gym is amazing. I love my gym. I just needed a little bit more. I started cross training down at Lozon's, and then I was cross training a little bit at Nostos, and I cross training, getting different looks, getting getting different people to spar with and everything. It was just great.
So you're eating pizza and drinking right now. You're drinking wine, correct?
Yeah.
Because you did post that on your picture on Facebook. Is that how you celebrate? You have wine after a fight?
Oh, it's usually Jack and Coke, actually.
Jack and Coke. I drink Jack and Diet Coke every so often. Is it regular Coke or Diet Coke?
Regular Coke. I don't like the flavor of Diet Coke. I can taste that artificial sweetener in there.
See that? I like the artificial sweetener in there. So Chels, this fight, I know it was a difficult situation. Alyssa came in heavy. What was your thought on there? Because, I haven't spoken to you since. I know, weigh-ins, there was a lot of stuff. You were told she was coming in heavy to weigh-ins. Tell us what went on and how that was all worked out with her weight.
Well, she originally was supposed to come in 2 pounds heavy, and then she showed up and she was 7 pounds heavy. Of course, weigh-in day, I haven't eaten all day. I haven't drank water all day, and then everybody's already on edge. So I got really mad. My coach Hillary was really upset. My coach John was really upset because we signed a contract. We signed at 130, and if you can't make the weight, then you should have communicated that to myself, my coaches, to the promotion, so then we could have figured something out before you showed up to weigh in 7 pounds heavy.
What was your thought when that happened?
I was actually super worried that I wouldn't be able to fight, and that made me mad. But then we figured that out. So.
Well, you could tell well, listen, your weigh-in picture there, like your face-off. Did that face-off change? What was that in your? That was a pretty aggressive and really, you look like you wanted to beat her up right there. Was that because the weight thing and just the stress of almost losing a fight?
Yeah, I got told to get in her face for missing weight.
All right, there you go. Was there
Yeah,
was there anything said? Did she apologize? Was there anything said between her and her coaches to your coaches and you?
No, she didn't apologize at all to me. I don't know if she apologized to the promotion or anything or whatever, but definitely did not talk to myself or coaches, and her coaches didn't either about that.
So that's a little frustrating. So did that, Chelsea, you went in there and you kind of put a beating on her. Uh, did that light a fire under your ass? I mean, you're coming off 2 wins, a finish. I know you were eager to go and you were inspired to go in there and take her out anyway. But her missing weight, did that give you extra incentive in there to go in there and finish her and or at least try to?
Yes and no. I was just ready to fight. I just love to fight, so
And
I was just like, I think it was like a little bit more personal. I think so. That just made it. I think that made it a little bit of a better fight, I guess.
Well, I mean, I got your fight playing right now, clips of it anyway. You looked great in there. I mean, you toe to toe going in. Did you think that was going to happen? I mean, you guys were going toe to toe in there, and your movement and just your control in there. Did you know that was going to happen? Did you feel that you were going to dominate that fight?
Oh, I knew it. I knew I was going to. When I stepped in there and I was staring at her across the cage, I knew that I had her. She wasn't making eye contact or anything, so I knew it.
and that's definitely part of the frustration and her missing weight. It's a little embarrassing. She did put a post on the next day trying to explain things and giving her take on it. And then you gave your own post on your take on it. So you went in there, did your thing, man. How'd you feel? I mean, this is your 3rd win in a row. You're progressing. Would you feel different in this fight from the last fight in your skills?
I definitely felt like my striking. I feel like every fight my striking gets better, but I felt like so on point with my striking, and I felt like super confident, and I felt like I don't know. It's hard to explain the feeling I was feeling. I just felt like there's no way I'm gonna let her win.
Well, that was exactly how you fought. You fought this girl. I mean, and listening to Hillary in the corner there, was this the first time Hillary's been in your corner as your main coach, or was she there the last fight?
That was the first time she was in my corner.
How much did that help? Because I was right next to her on the other side of the cage. I could hear everything she was telling you, and you were listening to everything she was telling you. She's over there clapping her hands. Did you hear everything she was saying over there?
I did. I heard her so well. It was really crazy. I just felt like we were kind of just like in tune with each other so well.
Well, I'm listening to her, like when you had you controlling her against the cage. I would hear Hillary every so often, don't be afraid to disengage and strike with her. And you were listening, you were landing great knees in there. You were backing off and then landing some great combos in there. What's going on? Is this is the cross training making you a new animal here?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go back to like when I lost. My last loss was to Glory, and I kind of like went into a little bit of depression. Like I really couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong, and I was like, I don't know. Like I just didn't know what to do. And then randomly, Devin Powell's wife, Carolyn, messaged me and asked me if I wanted to go to. She's like, "Do you want to go to Joe Lozon's gym?" And myself, I was like, "Who's Joe Lozon?" And she's like, "Why don't you just look him up?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course I'll go to his gym."
Holy cow! You want me to edit that piece out?
No, it's fine.
So,
it's fine. I usually don't really pay attention to the male UFC fighters unless they're like they're constantly in the limelight. So I was like, what?
I said, yeah, and then you come to find out he's like he's like going to Hall of Fame and stuff like that. He's got the most bonuses in the UFC.
Yeah, it's funny because now I know him, and Yeah, he's awesome.
How's it feel? I mean, I know he's busy in there when you go on Saturdays and stuff like that, but how is he with you? I mean, you're one of those up and comers. You're kind of a Hillary protege here, and he watches over her too. Does he give you some direction, or does he just watch from afar?
He definitely does give me a little bit of direction. I feel like he's like always kind of there. And he beats me up on the ground as much as he can. So,
well,
yeah.
Well, that's great there. I mean, well, Joe's pretty good at he's good at beating people up everywhere. But his last fight, yeah, he kind of beat someone up on the ground. So you don't want to stay there too long with him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So as far as, I mean, you go in there, are is there other women in there that you can spar with at Lausanne's?
Oh yeah, there's actually it seems like all the time there's always like a bunch of women that come in, and sometimes I don't even have to go with any of the guys to spar with. Hillary's always there, her teammate Ashley, April Cavanaugh, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Canavan.
Oh
So
yeah, she fought on the same card. Yeah.
Yeah, she's always there. Maddie Grimaldi.
From the same gym, yep. From Pride, yep.
There's a few other females that are there, but yeah, there's always a bunch of females there. I definitely, anybody that's listening to this that's a female, I recommend going down this bar. Get
down there. Get to Lausanne's real quick. So, all right, Chelsea. We're on a 3-fight winning streak, and you just love the fight. Like, these 2 interviews I'm having with you, you just want to get in there and fight. You're on a 3-fight winning streak. That was at 130 pounds, this fight, correct?
Yeah.
Did you want it at flyweight, or was the 130 agreed on her end?
So I asked the promotion for 125, and they asked me if I would fight Alyssa at 130, and I said I would rather be at 125, but if she feels like she can't make 130, then I'll do, or if she feels like she can't make 125, I'll go to 130.
Okay. And she came in what, 137, 138?
Yeah.
So she was over the bantamweight limit too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. All right. So Chelsea, 125. Is that where we want to be? Because your first 3 fights, I think they were at heavier weights, and we're kind of progressing toward a more comfortable weight where you fight women more your size, because you've been fighting bigger girls kind of the whole start of your career, right?
Yes. So my weight has actually been sitting like super low. I didn't have to cut any weight for this fight. I usually do. So my weight's just been sitting lower and lower. So I was sitting at like 129, and so definitely planning on going to strawweight eventually.
Here, the beans are boiling in my brain right now. There's someone else at strawweight that you had a fight with, right?
Yes.
Is that something that you would like to, venture in and get that win back, maybe? Or is it too early? You want to get in the strawweight, you want to get a couple of fights in, and then we can talk about it. You don't have to spread the beat. What are you looking for at strawweight there? Do you think flyweight or strawweight will be your next fight?
I think flyweight is going to be my next fight. But yeah.
I don't want to put you on the spot. Hey, that's what I do. I force the beans out on the Room podcast here.
I think that when we're both professional, we will definitely run into each other again.
Okay, awesome. That's a great fight. That's definitely. Was that your first fight, or was it? When was that? Or your?
That was my last loss.
Your last loss. Because you basically fought every girl in the young camp, basically, right?
I did.
So, hey, why not go back? I mean, you already know them. So, all right, Chels, what's next as far as timeline for you? Holidays are coming, but we got cards in January, February. That was your first time fighting at Combat Zone. Oh, let me ask you about that. How was that experience there?
Oh, I loved that promotion, actually. That was probably my favorite promotion to fight for.
Really? Tell me why.
I don't know. I just felt like it was run really well. I felt super comfortable there. I felt like Calvin and Jerome were super hospitable, and it was just like I felt very good fighting for that promotion. Not that I didn't enjoy my time on other promotions.
No, I understand. I mean, different promotions do different things. I mean, it's just a different experience, and what makes you feel good. I mean, as far as, but their hospitality. That's what I was saying to what I was saying to the Phenom there. I was saying, they were really, really polite to me, and I've met them a couple of times before, but just the hospitality and what they do for the media there, it has to run into the fighters, what they do for them too. So, it's definitely an organization you want to go back to, right?
Yes, for sure.
Now, are they closer to you? No, you're in Maine, so Neff is closer to you.
Yes. Yeah, they are.
All right.
I think their next promotion is in Portland.
Excellent. So all right. So are you looking to fight in January or February? Are you looking to get back in there in the first couple of months?
I actually am thinking about more like April.
Oh, cool.
There's a few things I really want to work on while I'm doing that, so that I can have that solid base. I feel pretty well-rounded, but I feel like none of my fights that I've won have gone to the ground, and I really want to work on some takedowns and everything.
Well, that's excellent.
To show that I have that side too.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And talking to a lot of fighters, I mean, you've been busy in this last year, probably in training camp, most of it. You don't get to learn, because you're always in training camp, game planning and working on, the fight. You don't get to really work and learn as much when you're in training camp. But, being off for these few months, you're going to absorb a lot of stuff like a sponge.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like in training camp, you're more like sharpening your skills and everything that you already have. But I'm really looking to learn more. Not that I don't learn anything in training camp, of course, but I'm definitely looking to learn more. I've actually been falling in love with wrestling recently, so want to really get into that a little bit more and work on that.
Excellent. Well, you're doing everything right. I mean, you're finishing people. You're dragging, winning fighters into deep waters. Winning fighters that are outweighing you probably 10 pounds. Did she get to gain weight overnight into the fight? How heavier you think she was in that cage than you?
No, she did not gain weight.
Okay.
Over. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
She was allowed to gain a pound.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. I mean, you're not gonna get. I mean, if you miss weight, I mean, you got to have some, some penalties to you. I mean, she can't come in there 20 pounds heavier than you, so that's good. That was done there. So last thing, Chels, I know you got pizza to finish and wine to drink. It was great seeing you at the fights. It was great seeing you fight for the first time. I mean, you impressed the hell out of me. I mean, just disengaging, controlling, backing off, kneeing, and just controlling that girl, and then just stepping off and striking with her just wanting to put her away. It was damn impressive. I loved it. And, you being a female in New England, I love it even more because we need more of you out there and producing like this. So last thing, Chels, shout outs, sponsors, social media, and last words before I let you go.
Yeah, I want to thank my biggest sponsor, Battle Winds Apparel. They made all my shirts. Trevor Cooley from Cooley's Commercial Tires. He's an awesome sponsor. Bad Chicks MMA. Also, I want to thank everybody at my gym at First Class MMA. My coach, especially John Rayo. Everybody that I was sparring with down there that really like helped me out. Walt Shea, Dylan Henry, Felipe Gunther, Dominic Jones. Also, I want to shout out, of course, Hillary Rose. She's definitely become a mentor and a great coach for me. She's just amazing. We vibe perfectly, and I felt like her and John worked my corner really well together. I felt like they really vibed together as my corners, so I really appreciated that. And also everyone at Lozon's MMA that sparred with me and helped me out. And Joe, thanks for having me.
Excellent. Yeah, Joe that you know now. You know Joe very well now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
all right. Chels, thanks so much. Oh, how you celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow?
I'm going to my boyfriend's family's house.
Excellent. Is this a first Thanksgiving? Have you met his family before? Is this a first family gathering?
Yes, I've met his family before.
All right.
This is the first holiday.
Oh, all right. Oh, so there's going to be more family there, Chels.
Yeah.
Do they know you're a fighter?
Oh yeah, they actually are really excited about that.
Oh, cool. Does he train at all?
No, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. No, that's good, man. That's good. He'll stay
He's
pretty.
super supportive though.
Yeah, he'll stay handsome. Let him stay out of fighting. No disrespect to all you fighters out there. You're still good looking, but come on. This kid's face is smooth right now. Well, Chelsea, happy for all your success, all your winning, all the progression you made. I'm happy that I'm on board with you, being able to talk to you and watch your career progress even further. I'm so glad, very happy that you called and let me talk and get the beans out of you.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
You're very welcome, Chelsea. Anytime you want to come on, if you find something out down the line, you want to talk about anything, you ever want to come down here with, Hillary or your coach, you want to have a live podcast with me and just talk about MMA in general, come on down. You're always welcome. I know you're always all the way in Maine, but, you know what I mean? You never know. You could make your way down here.
I go down there all the time.
Oh, that's right. So anytime you want to stop by, you want to come with a couple of training partners, come on, let's talk MMA.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to let you go now. So, last words.
Oh, I lost sound.
Say that again.
I lost you for a second.
I just said last words before I let you go. Anything last you have to say?
Thanks to everybody that came to my fight and everybody that supports me and all the people that were mad at me for making that speech afterwards.
What? Hey, I didn't even hear it. I was too excited for the win. But hey, people forget quick. They already forgot it, so it's all good. So with that said, Chelsea, thank you so much. Charming Chelsea Tucker, 3-3. Amateur women's MMA fighter. I don't know what weight to call you yet because you're kind of not settled. You are just 3-3 with 2 finishes in her last 3 fights. Chelsea, thanks so much and have a great Thanksgiving and have fun tomorrow.
All right, thank you. You too.
You're welcome. Boom. So that's about it. Did I hang up? Are we hung up? Are we hung up here? She's like, all right, I hung up on her. Sorry, Chelsea. All right, she's over. All right, Great show. I think we're just about done here. I got a couple of last things to say about the combat zone. Let me get Chelsea's picture down here. Before I go, I had a ball. I had a great time there. When they have it, where do they have it at the Radisson or whatever in Manchester? I have a ball there. I see the Team Link people there. I see Nick Alley. I saw Kerry Kennison. I saw who else did I see? Ed Carr. I saw so many people, so many fighters there. Met so many fighters there. Going to be interviewing so many fighters from there, and exposing and letting you people have a look into their lives. So what is this? Last thing. So I'm just going to put this picture up here. This is the fight card. There's a couple of grappling matches missing here. But Tom did talk about his coach who grappled. The dude was dressed in like a tux suit. It was awesome. He grappled in a suit. It was friggin' awesome. I had a ball. So last thing I'm going to show you here before I go is Cage Titans. Next week, Cage Titans, Wednesday here, we're going to have the end of the year show. Mike is going to have one Monday at Table Titans. I'm going to have one Wednesday. We're going to have a couple of fighters on from Cage Titans that are going to be fighting in January. They're going to come on. They're also probably going to be most definitely attending the end of the awards ceremonies that are going to be on December 15th. Sunday, December 15th, Cage Titans will be having an end of the year awards party. Best fight of the year, best knockout of the year, best AMI fight, pro fight, fighter comeback of the year, all that great stuff is going to be included there. So there's going to be a big to do. I will be there. But Wednesday we will be having a couple of fighters from Cage Titans. I probably will be having Mike Polvier on here too to talk about some of the festivities and some of the things that's going to be going on December 15th. There's also going to be some Muay Thai awards done because that's what he mentioned. Also, I do believe that the January card for Cage Titans is going to be a Muay Thai and MMA card. It's going to be a huge card to start off the year. Grappling during the day. So bring the family. It's a whole day event. So you fighters from Maine, come fight for Cage Titans, and you can get some of your team in the grappling during the day. So that's about it. Last thing I'm going to put up here is the memes of the week, and then we're going to get out of here. I posted a bunch of memes this week. I posted many memes because my Ambassador of the Fighters page is blowing up on Facebook with memes. I like video memes I'm making, memes I'm stealing, memes I'm creating. My page is blowing up. I've hit a new highway here. It's a highway because it's going fast. I released a video yesterday of a cop releasing his dog on a suspect who wouldn't comply, and it got like 600,000 views already, and people are like ready to fist fight in the feeds about stuff. So I'm hitting that lane. I'm starting fights online, and I'm becoming the meme king here. So follow Ambassador of the Fighters. Follow me. I'm doing it all. I love to do it all. I'm going to keep doing it all. And keep following me. So I'm going to put them memes up of the week before I get going. So watch them as I say bye to my Instagram friends. Well, I got to go. We're going to be ending soon anyway. So thanks for tuning in, Instagram. We'll see you next week, Wednesday, when we have the Cage Titans End of the Awards show. All right. Save, end video. Share the story. Ben Askren was the best one. The Ben Askren, that got millions of hits, let me tell you. That got a few. So that's about it. Megan Marie, we will be talking next week. I will be talking to Megan Marie. I will be talking to so many people next week about their winning fights from Combat Zone. So that's my story. Last meme coming up. The Ronda Rousey one. That's awesome. So we out. See you next week, people. Thanks for tuning in. Room Podcast, Ambassador of the Fight is out. Thank you to Chelsea Tucker and Tom Pags and everyone else for tuning in. We'll see you next week.